Okay, so you've got your SSL UF8, you're pretty chuffed with it, and you want another one because you want 16 tracks, or you want two more because you want 24 tracks. But you look at the price and you think, well, I might have to wait a little bit of time for that, save up my pennies. Is there anything I can do in the short term? And that's what prompted this. It was actually a question from someone, similar question about whether an extender from a different company would work with the PreSonus Faderport 8, which was a video I did the other day. And I wondered myself whether it would work with the UF8 as well. So that's what prompted this video. Ideally, as I say, you want to have multiple UF8s, you want a UF1 or 2, and you probably want some kind of transport mechanism, but you don't need all that. It's just a nice to have, like the UF8 really, or just like any bit of hardware. It's a nice to have, rather than something you really need. Well, that's my take on it anyway. So I've got this set up as per the previous video, and we're ready to go. Let me just see if I can get some life out of it. I'm reloading my script. I may have to touch something. Yeah, there we go. That's all it took. So at the moment I can back up and down. I can do all the things that you'd expect that you've seen in previous videos. I've got the Behringer X-Touch extender set up here, and I don't know if you can see it, but keep an eye on the track numbers. When I switch it on, it should fire into life, and almost immediately I've got tracks 1 to 8 on the extender and 9 to 16 on the UF8, which is exactly what we wanted. Banking up and down, ideally I want to bank up 16 tracks at a time, and sure enough I can do that. So the script I've written behind the scenes already does this. So as you add extenders, it will automatically bank the appropriate number of tracks. You can turn that off. Certainly in FL Studio that was a problem before, because it would just always bank 8 tracks at a time, which was a bit annoying. But now you've got the choice, and as I say, by default it will just bank the 16 tracks, and I think it probably tells you as well, although this is something I was going to have a look at. Looking at the screen there, it's jumping up 2 banks at a time as far as it thinks. I just need to do a little bit of maths and divide that so that I'm going up 1 bank at a time when there's an extender. I'll maybe do that when I finish this video. Other things to show you, just to make sure they're working. Selecting tracks. That's all working and all good. Now let me just get that out of the way, because what it will do, it's not doing actually. One thing that I've noticed the UF8 doesn't do is it doesn't show you the selected track. Most other tools do, so that's a bit of a limitation. There's plenty of screen real estate, and what the PreSonus does is uses the first scribble strip to also show you the selected track. In fact, what it's there for on most control surfaces, going back to the original Mackie MCU, which you can see I've got down here, funny enough, and will be another video, is they have a dedicated window to show you the current assignment, and it gives you 2 letters which indicate which assignment you're currently set up as. I commandeered that to use to show you which track number is your currently selected track, which is handy when you're banked way up here and you've got maybe track 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as your selected track, but you're working up here and you go into maybe plugin mode, which always works on the selected track, and you've just lost track of where you are. So handy for that, and that's something that I've yet to find a way to show on the UF8. No biggie, but it's nice to have. Everything else is working as you'd expect. I can obviously move faders on the extender. I can select tracks, as I say, on the extender, go into record mode for particular tracks, solo, mute, and obviously the same. So it just works as you'd expect. I haven't found anything it doesn't do. And if I go into, I think it was probably, that's the easiest way for me to get to it. Oh no, I've lost track of what I'm doing. That's actually, while I'm here, I'll just quickly show you that. That is the mode for EQ. What I was going to show you is plugins. So I've picked a track there that doesn't have any plugins. Let's have a quick look. Track 5, which I'll select now. Let's just jump out of here. Track 5 is my guitars. It's got 2 plugins, chorus and compressor. If I go into plugins, which is the plugin button, they come up on both the left and right, the extender and the UF8. What's quite nice is, and I can change the volumes, as I think I showed in the previous volume. You'll see on the right hand side of the screen, Fruity Chorus, Fruity Compressor volume being changed. And if I go into Fruity Chorus, I'll get all the parameters showing up here on the right, which I can't manipulate yet because that functionality is still being worked out, but I can still go over here and I can still change the volume. So that's a little bit of a bonus of having an extender, is you've got a little bit of extra control that you wouldn't have otherwise. So anything else I should show you with the extender? Can't think of anything right now, except to say, oh, maybe I could show you, oh, I was going to say show you the LEDs working. Yes, I can. So let's play a track. Now I've got on this track a setup of a few seconds before it actually starts playing, but just to show you that the LEDs on the extender and the LEDs on the UF8 both working fine. And I think that's all I've got to show you for today. There's another upcoming video about the UF8 where I will cover in more detail soft keys, and I will make the soft keys that I set up for FL Studio available to anybody who wants to use them. At least that's my plan. I think I can do that. But thanks very much for your time.